The number of weddings relative to population has decreased since the 1970s, and people are choosing to get married at older ages than in the past. Many are now prioritising to buy a house first and splash cash on their big day later, and it is more socially acceptable to live with your partner before getting hitched. Research shows that while there is now less social pressure around marriage itself, the tradition of celebration and ceremony are still prominent in modern society. Amidst this changing landscape of weddings, a global pandemic has proved challenging for couples in more ways than one. It's been challenging for brides and grooms who stressfully scrambled to reorganise dates and details, but it also fundamentally challenged the meaning of marriage itself. For some, a wedding was the perfect way to celebrate their long-established love, to be enjoyed with friends and family.
We met at work experience when we were in year 10, which is pretty special to think back about.
13 years ago.
Yeah, so we had originally planned our wedding last year in July for 2020, and it coincided with our anniversary of 12 years. So it was the 12th of July 2020, 12 years. It was really cool. And then with COVID happening, we had to push everything back. It was important for us to celebrate our story, our life, our family and friends. We actually really wanted to create beautiful photos to preserve for us to look back on, because originally we were never going to get married. It wasn't important to us. And my auntie had health concerns at the beginning of 2019, and that was a big shift for me personally. And we thought, with so much sadness in our family lives at the time, why not have a celebration and reflect with our friends and family.
I think the whole point of it was to spend time with that select 70 group of people. So it would be very challenging and take a lot of the joy out of it if you had to go down to any less than what we've already planned for.
Originally, with the restrictions, you could have had 5 guests, and then it went up to 10 and 20, and it made it very easy for us to decide to push it back, because we wanted to be able to have a wedding with all the people in our lives that we are very special to us.
For others, COVID provided a calming clarity that marriage itself far outweighed that special day.
It was going to look pretty big, maybe a couple of hundred for the ceremony, like including all our church friends and school friends and everything, and then about 100 to 150 at our reception. As it got closer to more March, April, it looked like weddings were down to 10, 5 people, and we were just questioning what do? We really want at least our families to be there. We just felt okay, whatever June 20th looks like, let's just go ahead with it. And that was really hard, actually deciding that and knowing that could potentially mean that not even our parents are there. So we were so thankful when it became 10 people. We just felt we wanted to honour each other in that way of waiting for each other. And so, there was that element of just really waiting for that day to actually come together and commit our lives to one another forever. And so it was really special being able to keep to our word to each other, even though there was a lot coming against us to try and challenge that. But we both have really valued that and still value the significance of that decision. I've got to the point where I was I want to get married, and whatever the details look like, I'm not super fussed. I do want it to still feel special and like the wedding day. But I remember a lot of people encouraging us that the wedding day is just a wedding day. You're preparing not just for a wedding day, but preparing for a marriage. And so that really helped us to remember that even though that day is really special and really important in coming together and and making that decision, it's actually just the beginning of something that's far beyond that. And so I think that helped us to put a bit less weight and pressure on that day being perfect for us.
COVID-19 challenged the meaning of weddings. It dealt different fates for couples across the globe who either tied the knot or who tentatively rescheduled yet again, but it also helped clarify priorities, tested the true meaning behind their wedding day, and although challenging, presented some silver linings along the way.